Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, and I have Tashir on leash right now, and she is being number one turd. There it is. There it is. Are you a turd? Look at that little face. Look at that little face. Is that you? Can you see yourself? Do you see yourself? Hmm? Uh oh. Are you a turd? I love this dog. She is so funny. She is more stubborn than Solomon. She definitely wants to be more, I don't know if it's aggressive or just funny. I mean, she's just hilarious. She's watching the chickens. Yeah, they don't like you, do they? My chickens are terrified of her. You're getting me dirty already, but I don't care. It's going to be one of them days, isn't it? Where we're going to just play in the mud and the water. Hmm? What do you think? Oh, oh. Where are you going? Look, you just keep getting me dirty. That's okay. Solomon had me bleeding this morning. He fought me all morning. He did not want to go back to his kennel this morning for breakfast. And I don't blame him. It's really wet in there. Um, but every time I put straw in, it starts raining again. So I can't keep it dry for him. Hey, you don't chase my chickens. Hey, look at me instead of them. Not allowed. Oh, she's a character. Did you go potty yet? You want to go back to the house? She's leaping. It is what it is. Let's talk about what it is. Um, I really want to talk about this subject. I've got several I wanted to talk about, but I think this is probably. Let me get turn put her in the house, and hopefully she doesn't cause any trouble. So I'll be right back. We'll see how long that lasts until the big dogs let me know that she's out of control. They do. They'll start barking like "Mom, come get her," because she'll stand in front of their kennel and she'll start barking at them and wanting them to play. Oh, I thought I just saw a chicken over in the neighbor's yard. Anyway, let's talk about a few things. We could talk about West Virginia's flooding and the 4 confirmed dead, and the fact that FEMA will no longer be coming and helping any of these states that are hit by hurricanes, floods, and so on and so forth. So, with that being said, to all of those people who griped about FEMA not showing up on time or being there, which they were, um, they certainly will not be there anymore. So, unfortunately, that's what y'all voted for as far as FEMA and help to areas hit by disasters. That's on you. That's your vote. That's what you decided, that you didn't want FEMA anymore and you wanted to send it to the states. Well, the states that cannot afford, what are they going to do? Well, the people will suffer. People will suffer. So there you go. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. If this is what you wanted, well, this is what you got, and people are going to suffer and they're not going to have their needs taken care of. Another situation we know is that the Minnesota shooter has been captured. His wife was also pulled over Saturday with passports, money, and other people in a car. So figure that how you want to figure it. But I want to talk about what MAGA people were saying after the shooting. The only thing I heard was must be a leftist, radical leftist, because he worked with Tom Walls, blah, 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 blah. Well, we found out that that is not the case. So we find out that he is a MAGA supporter, Trump supporter. He is also very radicalized when it comes to anti abortion laws. And, this is what's really hard to understand when you're not in that mentality is, okay, so you're pro life, you're pro life, you're against abortion, but you're okay with going and killing people. That makes no sense to me. If you're pro life, you should be pro life for everybody, including children in school who now are taught how to protect themselves because of school shootings. You have to understand how strange that is. Pro life people, not for the lives of anybody other than fetuses, embryos. People that are pro life for embryos but are not pro life for those that work in abortion clinics where they bomb them. Um, Not pro life for the children in schools because they will not make any sort of laws that will help children not get shot down in schools. They say they're against riots when in fact they're protests, peaceful protests with elements of aggression that is not about the protest. And yet they're okay with J6ers going into the Capitol and hurting police officers with flagpoles, bear spray, crushing them indoors, and things like that. I mean, trying to get in that mindset and understand how you rationalize these things is beyond my comprehension. It's just beyond my comprehension. If you're pro life, you should be pro life for everybody, not just an embryo or a fetus. You should be pro life for that mother. You should be pro life for those children that will lose a mother if she doesn't get proper health care, but you're not. Um, Pro life would be not being okay with little children that have cancer who are citizens being deported so that they don't get their health care. See, pro life, no. You're pro embryo and fetus and against life because y'all take away from everything that feeds the children or takes care of them. WIC, um, I mean, just all of those programs that take care of children, you are against, you oppose, or your legislators are opposed to them, however you want to put it. But when you vote legislators in, they are putting it in your name, your vote's name. Just saying. And to all of those people that wanted to call this shooter a leftist, radical, you need to get your mind right because this is a very serious situation. You know, when Pelosi's husband got hammered in the head, I mean, Trump even brought it up during the campaign and laughed about it. And laughed about it. So there's something else going on as well. You know, pro life means you're pro people to be strong. These people are not strong. And I hear my dog barking. Hold one moment. She was most definitely aggravating. But to be pro life means you should be pro life for every life, not just an embryo, not just a fetus. You know, schools did put cat litter in buckets, and that was put in place because of shootings, school shootings. So that way there would be a toilet if they were locked down in a room. All of you preppers out there that have such toilets for emergencies should have realized that rather than saying that it was a cat box for furries. Legislators that I see on the MAGA side put in so many crazy laws. Nothing that helps people. nothing that helps people. Now, Trump wants to halt the deport ICE raids on farms and hospitality. Now he wants to put a stop to it. So, my question to MAGA at the end of this is, how do you move with Trump's changes? Do you move with his changes? Or do you stand back and go, wait a minute, we want them out? Not, oh, yeah, we want those. Because from what I can remember during the campaigning time, myself, but many influencers said how horrible it would be to pull migrant workers and all of these workers that work in positions that, you know, help our economy. Now, Trump has changed his tune and wants to halt that. How do you cope with that? Yes, Ruth, I am aware. Yes, ma'am. We'll get right on that. You guys are getting ready to have a watermelon. But how do you move with it? How do you move with him changing his opinion on these things? You know, you see images of them chasing workers through strawberry fields. Are you kidding me? And now he wants to stop the hospitality because he doesn't want them in his resorts, golf courses, hotels. MAGA, how do you move with the changes of information? You jump on things like lefty radical shooter to, oh, now I need to keep my mouth shut because it was a MAGA shooter. Oh, well, okay, we agree with Trump because, yeah, we understand the fields and we understand this and that. You didn't before, you wanted them all out. So, how do you change with Trump? It disgusts me. Just saying. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I'm hoping to do a video today and showing all of the fun things that are going on here and maybe some of the chores I have to do. But y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Stay safe. Stay informed. And don't open your mouth until you know what's the real, right? Bye, y'all. Hugs from a distance.